Imagine this. A lavish Great Gatsby themed Halloween party, overflowing with champagne and flapper dresses, hosted at Mar-a-Lago. Sounds like a scene from a movie, right? But what if I told you this party happened just hours before millions of Americans faced the very real threat of losing their food assistance? That's exactly what happened on November 1st, 2025. And it sparked a firestorm of controversy. President Donald Trump threw the opulent bash on a Friday night, while the clock ticked down to a potential lapse in Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, benefits for millions across the country. The theme, according to White House sources, was "A Little Party Never Killed Nobody," a nod to the song from the 2013 film adaptation of F. Scott Fitzgerald's iconic novel, The Great Gatsby. Guests, including Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Ivanka and Tiffany Trump, and their respective spouses, Jared Kushner and Michael Boulos, fully embraced the Roaring Twenties theme, donning vintage attire and mingling amidst period-appropriate decorations. Trump himself, however, remained silent, offering no remarks to the reporters present. Now, here's where it gets controversial. F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby is far more than just a glamorous story. Literary scholars have long hailed it as a critical commentary on the stark wealth and class divisions that defined the 1920s, a period of immense prosperity for some, while others struggled to make ends meet. The irony of celebrating this novel while millions faced potential food insecurity was not lost on many. Democrats were quick to pounce, accusing the president of being insensitive and out of touch with the struggles of ordinary Americans. Democratic National Committee Chair Ken Martin didn't mince words, stating that Trump had made it even clearer that he doesn't give a damn about anyone but himself and his wealthy friends. Connecticut Senator Chris Murphy went even further, sharing a photo from the party on social media with the biting comment, "The way he rubs his inhumanity in Americans' face never ceases to stun me." Ouch. And this is the part most people miss. The White House didn't take these criticisms lying down. Spokeswoman Anna Kelly dismissed the outrage, calling the Democrats full of it, and insisting that President Trump had consistently urged them to reopen the government, which she claimed they could do at any time. This, of course, shifts the blame onto the opposing party, accusing them of holding up the process and causing the SNAP benefits issue in the first place. Adding another layer of complexity, the legal system became involved. A federal judge in Rhode Island issued a temporary order requiring the Trump administration to continue SNAP funding, following a lawsuit filed by several states. Meanwhile, a judge in Boston declared the administration's attempt to suspend SNAP funding unlawful, but stopped short of immediately ordering the program to be funded. Talk about mixed signals. Trump himself addressed the issue, stating that his administration's lawyers were unsure of their legal authority to continue SNAP payments during the government shutdown. He claimed to have sought clarity from the courts in light of the conflicting rulings. In a social media post, he declared, "If we are given the appropriate legal direction by the court, it will be my honor to provide the funding, just like I did with military and law enforcement pay." This statement attempts to portray Trump as eager to help, but only if legally permitted, drawing a parallel to previous instances where he authorized funding for essential services. But here's a question to ponder. Was Trump's party simply an unfortunate coincidence of timing? Or was it a deliberate display of indifference to the plight of struggling Americans? Was the criticism warranted? Or were the Democrats using the situation to score political points? And what responsibility, if any, did both parties bear in the potential lapse of SNAP benefits? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below.